Hi everybody, back with the second part of my Vanquisher series. This is the Coomodel Vanquisher Viking. This is the Berserker version. If you check back on my previous video, you'll see the Warlord version. Different type of clothing on this one compared to the other one. So I'll zoom right in and we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. As with the other Warlord version, he comes with this base, which has got it's like a brown sort of covering on the top to make it look like he's standing on the actual Viking ship. Again with the boots, it's a pleather material. It comes in, it's separated at the ankle, so this part does come up, so you can articulate the ankle if you wish. Really nice detailing, and as with the other figure as well, the materials that they've used on the clothing doesn't hinder the articulation whatsoever. You can near enough get this figure to do whatever you want it to do. Underneath the fur type part, you have the chainmail. Again, it's not actual metal, it's a plasticky sort of material. It feels a little bit like a Brillo pad, but obviously the Brillo pads are made from very fine metal wire, but this one isn't. But that's what it feels like. You've got these tassels that are hanging down, these are plastic. Again, you've got the belt that you have to put on yourself with all the pouches, but you'll see that as we spin the figure around. Up onto around his stomach area, we have some more of the fur, and around his chest we have the metal type armour. It is actually plastic, but it does look metal. And then you have the strapping around goes over his shoulder and around his belly and that. Now you don't have to put this one on, this is already on. As with the Warlord, he has the glued on rooted type hair for his beard with a plastic moustache, but you'll get a better look at that when I take the helmet off. So we just move him around a bit. On the side here we have his knife that you have to put on the belt, and this is metal. It's a metal knife. I'm just trying to do this one-handed, it's not easy, especially when it's zoomed in. Nice detailing on that. He has similar gauntlets to the Warlord. Again, it looks metal but it's plastic, and he's got the chainmail again around his arms and the fur that goes all over his shoulders. Round the back here we have a large shield. I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can get a full view of it. It's got a strap on it, and you just basically put it straight over his arms, and it sticks on the back there. He can hold it. There is a grip on the inside, you can actually hold it. Moving around to this side, again you've got the pleather type pouches that you have to put on. And we'll take a look at his axes. These again are metal head to them. You can put these on the other Viking if you wish, but I just prefer it on this guy. And this is the single headed axe. Again, that's metal. The handle isn't, the handle's plastic, and the bit on the end, that is actually metal as well. Actually, no, the whole handle is metal, so the whole weapon is metal. Feels like it anyway. Some nice detailing on the little buckles and that on the straps here. Now we'll move on to the head. So look at the helmet. I'll take the helmet off first so we can get a look at this. Again, it's a metal helmet, same as the other one. You've got a little bit of protection there to protect his forehead when you're putting it on, and you've got the pleather type pleats, things at the back that protect the back of his head and his neck. Really nice detailing on this. And move on to the head sculpt. This one's a screaming version. It's not the best, but it's okay for what it is. But I'm always going to show it with the helmet on, so you're never really going to see this. But there's some pretty good detailing in there. Mouth looks a little bit strange, not quite right. It's not Hot Toys sort of quality, but it's still good for what it is. As I say, you're never really going to see that if you're going to show it with the helmet on. And let's face it, if you've got a Viking figure, you've got to have him with the helmet on. Let's give you another sort of zoomed out 360 version. Quick look at it. This is actually plastic, I think. It feels, yeah, it's definitely plastic. It's not metal. As you can tell, I haven't really handled these that much, so I've only had them about, I've had them about 2 weeks actually, these figures, but I've only just got around to actually doing the video on it now. But they really are two superb figures. As you know, I mainly only collect Hot Toys, but I had to get these because I have got Viking ancestors. I think most British people have. And the joints, say, are very nice and stiff and strong, so the arms don't fall down with these metal weapons in them. This isn't going to be the final pose, so I'm going to mess about with him and might have him sort of crouching down with the axes sort of coming out, but I'll have to decide that later. But say, yeah, articulation's very good, no weak joints. It will stand on its own if you get it just right without any problem, but I wouldn't advise doing that because obviously any slight sort of bang on the cabinet or heavy footedness on the floor, they could fall over and potentially break. But yeah, there you go. That's me back with 2 brand new figures. Feel free to leave comments. Sorry that I've been away for a while. So I've just had other things to do and other things on my mind as well. Just lately, I nearly got out of the 1/6 scale game. I come very close to actually selling everything I own. So I just got fed up with it. I think you do get like that sometimes. I did sell off a few figures, but I've stopped selling for the moment. And I'm collecting again, but not as many anymore. Loads of figures that I had on pre-order I've actually cancelled, and I'm just sticking to a few figures. I used to get on average one figure a month, maybe, you know, a bit more than that. Some months I got 2, but now I'm just basically getting 1 every other month. I'm cutting down. So yeah, that's enough of me rambling on. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Just to finish off this video, I'm showing them both together in the detail. I will be changing this at some point. I'm hoping to put some backdrops on all of my figures, on all of these details as well. Get rid of that horrible unsightly glass at the back. But my next video might be an update video. We'll have to see. So as always, thanks for watching. See you guys on the next video.